Welcome to Kiki Corner. Today's a special day. I'm so excited about this. I'm actually live broadcasting the video to my personal LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So for everybody out on the socials, happy Wednesday to you. We do these Kiki Corners regularly. And today's special because we have our 4 decentralized leaders that are leading the charge of Kiki's IP universe. We have PK leading the House of Army, Raman leading the House of Missionaries, Nettie leading the House of Price Action, and Carl leading the House of Creatives. I'm here with Todor, our Chief Creative Officer, James, our Chief Marketing Officer, our friend Shao, and Zero Cool. Everybody, why don't you jump in and say hello to all the party people?
Hola, party people. Can everybody hear me? Yeah? Okay, good.
Yes, we can.
Good. So good to be here. It feels like it's been a while. I don't know, Ian. I don't know how long it's been, man, but it feels like it's been like, I don't know. It feels like it's been 2 weeks. I don't know. It's either time moving too fast for me now, or I don't know what it is, but it just feels like we haven't spoken in a bit. Good to see you, James Afante, my favorite Filipino brother. Oh,
Yeah.
can't hear you.
Hello.
I think James, are you?
Hello.
I don't think James is in the
Hello?
X space. You need to get in the X space to be able to talk, man. Yeah. So while James is chiming in, I guess Zero Cool. How are you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going? You guys can hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hear
we
you
can.
just fine.
Good stuff. It's good to be up here with the Kiki team, and this is a special one. I meet all the house leaders. I love this kind of stuff. This is great. I'm looking forward to this conversation. Appreciate you guys having me.
All right. Shao, how are you doing, man?
Doing well. Super excited, man. Look at all the people on the stage. This is probably going to be my favorite spaces with you guys because we have so much to like drop the alpha and just get to know everyone. And this is so exciting for me because I've been following your journey since 8 Ventures. And man, this is amazing. Amazing.
That's awesome, man. I hope more people chime in because right now it looks like we got more speakers than listeners. Not a good ratio at any sort of event that I've been at, but hoping people will come in. James, I see you're in here now. Oh yeah, he is. How are you doing, man?
Yeah. Hello. Am I audible now?
Yep, you are.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I know it's been a while, and I know it's been a crazy like few days. Has happened. But well, welcome to crypto. That's one thing is for sure. This kind of like things happen really here. Been here since 2016, and it's actually like one of the things that I am excited because this is actually one of the best time to actually like prepare, plan, focus, and take action and prepare for the next leg up.
That's good to hear, James, because even though I've been here for a few runs now, I still have a hard time pulling the gun out of my mouth every morning, man. It's like I wake up, I look at the fucking charts, and I'm like, Jesus, fuck, today's the day. I'm gonna fucking do it now. And then I managed to pull it out. I told myself, I was like, hey, it was like that 2 years ago, you know. So yeah, I managed to get out of it, and but hopefully, I'm looking forward to our Kiki run because this is something that I've been waiting for a while. I mean, imagine how excited we were whenever we kicked off in December, and how good we were feeling. I've been feeling like shit for like the last 4 months, to be honest. Like ever since the start of January, ever since Trump announced he's fucking token, I've been feeling under the weather. I can't wait to have this dopamine spikes of the green candles. So please, guys, do something. Give me my drug because I'm going ballistic here without it. All right, so Ian, go on, man. Introduce the dudes because I can't wait to hear what they have to say about what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, let me just provide some context for everybody. Zero Cool is part of PG Group and Girason. They have been an important partner to us since the very beginning. And so, Zero, we're so grateful to maintain our friendship with you and find new ways of collaborating. I know that you represent many, many communities when you're in the room with us, and we are a collaborative team. Xiao represents the Bored Ape team, Bored Ape Ventures, part of Mycelium, which is a very important partner for us. I think part of the Penguin community as well. And so, again, having the two of you with us, with the three public leaders, myself, Todor, and James, as well as our four house leaders, I think what we're trying to communicate to the world and to our community right now is we are a collaborative community. We're looking to work with everyone out there that we can do collaborative stuff, whether it's with our video games, our merch, our licensing agreements, our collectibles, our digital assets we'll be creating. We're looking to find ways to multiply each other's efforts and work with other tokenized communities, whether that is a tokenized community based around NFTs that's limited or a tokenized community built around memes. Now, to be clear, I wrote a long post, and so I'm just going to share a couple things as I introduce our house leaders. People can have fear all they want. They can look at charts. They can talk about all the emotion, and that's fine. Like Todor, it is impactful for you. For me, it doesn't really faze me. Like I don't really care what the chart says. I already know that Kiki is an emerging multi-billion-dollar IP universe. I already know that if you fast forward time, with or without the meme coin, with or without our tokenized community, we're building a multi-billion-dollar IP universe, much like Star Wars, Disney, and all the other epic brands around the world that many of us love. The benefit of the meme coin is to allow our community to participate in it. Part of our approach is to be decentralized. We don't want to have all the weight on Kokoro, myself, Todor, or James' shoulders. We really want to empower the community to take charge of what we're doing. And that is why we have these four houses. So one other thing I just want to mention, and that is it's easy to forget the success that Kiki has had when you just look at the present moment right now. On day one of our launch, we exceeded 10 million market cap. On day 3, we got listed in Gate, the pilot program. Day 4, we got listed on the OKX Web3 DEX. Day 5, we got integrated into the BitGet wallet, and we exceeded $100 million market cap. Why did we do that? Because the community and the team knew the promise of what Kiki could be, because we've had 12.2 billion shares on Giphy, and we're building this entire thing upon that foundation. Some of our amazing partnerships are still in place, 8 Ventures we've mentioned, and many, many, many others. I'm not going to go through the list. Let's go ahead and start with our houses. PK, if you want to jump off, I'd love to introduce you. You lead our House of Army. And so this is the Raiders, the attackers, the defenders. And we have a Telegram group. PK, do you want to jump in and say hello to everybody. Take your time. There's no rush. We have lots of time to get to the other house leaders. We'd love to hear from you and what it is that you're doing and how our community can get involved and join the House of Army.
Hello, everyone.
We hear you loud and
Hello.
clear. Yes.
So nice to be here again, the second time. First off, thank you for having me here, and we thank our leaders for empowering the community and give us the opportunity to co-create, like what Sir Ian always saying. The House of Army. I think, it was built due to the urge of the community to do something. We all want to be a part of KIKI's growth. Experiencing a market shakedown pushes us not to run, but to work harder and work together. It was started with the blessings of our leader Kokoro, me and Colonel Kelms slowly planned and built the structure. And also, we are so lucky that each member and set of the officers are willing to contribute, especially their time and their golden ideas. With the collective effort and brains, we have built a system that runs smoothly and efficient. Now, for the holders out there, I've seen some things that they're independently rating or solo rating, as they say. Think about this. What do you think is better in serving the real purpose? A single comment on an account with huge follower, or multiple comments, say 10, 20, 30, or hundreds? Will they hear us by then? Will Kiki be recognized? Think about it. If you are willing to exert effort alone, why not join us? And let's raid together. And let's not put our efforts in vain. We can all do this together. You should join us in the army or in the other houses too, where you can give your best on whatever you do. I think that's all for the House of Army.
Well, I really appreciate what you just shared. Obviously the community wants to help the Kiki develop and grow, and we are all co-creating this together. And I think the point of what you're saying is if people want to participate in the community, they should jump into the army and have soldiers next to them that's all doing the same thing. So instead of going there and fighting alone with your gun and trying to make an impact, leaving a comment here, leaving a like there, join the army. And all 10, 20, 30, 40 comments and all of the energy goes in at one time. James, you have 17 million TikTok followers. You just launched a YouTube channel. It's already exceeded 100,000 subscribers, which allowed you to get the silver button. I know the gold button's coming soon. You launched a recent Facebook group, and that Web3 group's already exceeded 40,000 active community members. I feel like you have a lot to share when it comes to an army of raiders, of defenders. I'd love for you to jump in and encourage PK and encourage the army and let them know some of the positive things and positive impact that you're seeing with their work before we go on to the next house leader. Please share.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to acknowledge the community from the Philippines. I think it's been like flawless, despite of the current like situation of the overall market. Yes, it's true. Our community is growing fast. It is of course thanks to Kiki as well. For like continuously supporting me and the community to like be active, create like engagements, like do some like games inside the community and at the same time, like do some rewards even despite of these current situations. So yeah, what I'm currently doing as a CMO is I'm basically building a sustainable flow of people, um, with also in the intention of like teaching people um, what is Web3 from Web2, or basically onboarding them with the help of Kiki as well. Well, I understand that if Kiki would be able to help them, like understand crypto, incentivize them, and whatnot, they will organically be like the sons and the community members of Kiki, and will support Kiki along the way. This, I think, is sustainable in a realistic way, not just by hyping people. It's about helping people and being together, and be a bigger community later on. That's what I believe personally. A Web3 community is all about. So, and that I think like later on I can also like contribute big time to the four houses later on. I truly like super duper appreciate these four houses, like like taking actions, joining us, like in the work day and night. 100% sure is they have like work in the daytime, but they still manage to like take time to like participate, like utilize their brain cells for Kiki, which is I truly appreciate. It's not actually an easy job. It's not actually an easy thing that you do in Web3. But yeah, yeah, that's all for me for now. I would love to listen more, and then yeah, I can comment later.
Great. Well, before we go to Ramen and the House of Missionaries, the last thing I'll say about rating is for those that are part of the Army that are listening live or that hear this later, I am broadcasting this video, not just to our X accounts, but to my personal YouTube, my personal LinkedIn, and my personal Facebook. So if you'd like to expand the reach and you have personal reach on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, feel free to go on to those channels and leverage this video in that way. PK, before I move on to the House of Missionaries, any thoughts that you'd like to share in response to James?
One more thing, I would like to add that our house is so very lucky that our members and the officers are all willing to help. Not because of the reward, but because they want the Kiki to grow. Our Colonel Cabs, Captain Scream, Captain Bless, Captain Ada, which is he's a certified public accountant. By the way, our lieutenants, John Lawrence, Esme, they are all willing to share a portion of their salary to create a tax pool which will be distributed to the soldiers on top of their raid earnings. I mean, they're not working for the money. They are working for the growth and betterment of the community. Our pioneers soldiers are there from the beginning, like Jerry, Dabby, Chris, Enston, or Tita Jans. They didn't stop waiting, even with or without rewards. We are thankful for them. I hope those holders who are not yet part of the houses, I encourage them to join on which house you choose.
I just noticed that Jan's JQ posted the Telegram channel in the Facebook comment. That's a great idea. I will certainly post the information about the four houses and the four Telegram groups across my YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook when this is done. So thanks for doing that. Let's move on to the House of Pink. This is our House of Missionaries. And Ramen, we'd love for you to jump in. You lead our missionaries. You're helping to convert new people. You are leading the evangelists that are spreading the good news of the Kiki IP universe. We'd love for you to jump in, Ramen, and share. And the floor is yours. You have our attention.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, Ian, and thanks to the Kiki team for having me here. And hello to our listeners and to the leaders of the houses, Nedi, Shupa, Kiki, and Carl. It's nice working with you. By the way, I'm Ramen. I'm currently serving as the leader of the House of Missionaries, and I'm also a hardcore supporter of Kiki. I've been very consistent in supporting Kiki through ups and downs. As you can see me, I've been posting Kiki almost everywhere from X, Facebook, CMC, Binance Square, and to many other places. And I believe in leadership by setting an example, and that's what I'm currently doing for the House of Missionaries. And I want to thank everyone, especially Kiki Nokokoro, for trusting me to lead the one of the houses. And for the House of the Missionaries, it is a dedicated movement of believers. We empower the members and we give back to the community. We promote selflessness and growth for our community members. As devoted missionaries, we don't just spread the gospel of Kiki. We extend our mission to help those in need in real life. We also planning to help or donate something to animal shelters and charities soon. And I'm so nervous because public speaking is really my weakness. So please forgive me, guys. Shout out to everyone listening here and thank you for supporting me. We invite everyone to join us in the House of Missionaries and join the movement and be the blessing. Thank you.
You have certainly been so consistent from the very beginning. You were a great encouragement to me as I first decided to undox myself. And then Todor followed, and then we eventually asked James to jump in and be our third leader. There's a proverb that says, a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. And the point of that proverb is 2 people together might be stronger than one, but 3 people together wound tightly together as a cord. It's a very hard thing to break. And that's why Todor and I asked James to come in. It's a major thing for Todor, James, and I to be fully doxxed and for us to represent, for me, America, for Todor, Europe, for James, Asia. But we felt like based on the trajectory where we're going, it was important. But the 3 of us being known and being public is not enough. We still need you, Ramen, and we still need you to do your thing and to feel empowered by the 3 of us and by Kokoro. And for you to really feel like you can lead this House of Missionaries, you can lead the charge on evangelism, and public speaking is not required. The way that you do this so effectively is through how you communicate on X. And we have a ton of honor for what you've done. Todor, I'd love for you to jump in and maybe encourage Ramen. I know how much Ramen's posts, comments, retweets, input has meant to us as a team, and certainly to you as you've led creative. So please share for a moment just to encourage Ramen and Ramen's team.
I want to say one thing mainly. Ramen, you are the first name that was tattooed in my mind from the whole Kiki community somehow. You know, like for some reason, Ramen and your first PFP with that girl with the sword, I think this is like the image and name that I have tattooed in my mind, and it's one of the first people that I notice who's like diligent and every day after day is coming in, cheering us on, liking, retweeting, sharing, commenting, everything. So I am super grateful. You are one of the people that has inspired me to actually continue, getting myself in front of the camera, and even in the hardest of times that we've been going through, to just share some of my thoughts with the community without regard how hard it is, because it's easy to grab the pump in my cowboy hat and start pumping whenever the chart is going up. This is like the really easy part of what I've been doing. It's very difficult to get out there whenever the momentum is not good and try and give courage and cheer on what we're doing. So I'm very grateful for you and your efforts. Don't think they've went unnoticed. As I said, I've been. You are the first name that I ever noticed, and I still love seeing it whenever you comment or share or like one of my posts. So thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Raman, before we move on, is there anything else you might want to share? For instance, is there maybe a recent story of something you've seen your House of Missionaries accomplish? Maybe you've seen somebody or some people that are part of your community that you like to highlight, just as Todor just took time to encourage you, and I've tried to encourage you. I'd love to give you a chance to encourage others that are part of the House of Missionaries.
Thank you for the wonderful words, Todor and Ian. I really appreciate it, and thank you for appreciating me. And for the highlight, I think I have one person. At first, I will need to explain the position first, or the rank. So in the House of Missionaries, we have a special title or position, which is called the evangelist. It is a special rank for exceptional selfless volunteers who will preach the gospel of KIKI through community access spaces and outreach programs. And I picked the best one that fits this position. His name is Shin. This guy has a very solid conviction. He's the one with the KIKI tattoo. He doesn't want to get paid. He's an experienced events host, and he can host community spaces. He can lead the community activities and online and in real life. So shout out to you, Shin, and thank you for supporting the House of Missionaries. I hope we inspire more people and get more people to support us. Thank you.
We gotta bring him on at one of these things, man. Like, I love that tattoo, man. Like, we need to get him onto the spaces here, and he needs to share how he came up with the tattoo. And I think that would make an amazing story for sure. Sorry, Ian.
No. It's all interactive. Hey, we're at the half-hour mark. We will wrap up in the next half hour. Still have plenty of time for Nettie to share House of Price Action and Carl to share creatives. I just want to let people know I'm going to share a few things at the end. There have been some requests for the leadership team to share their wallets. I've tried to explain my perspective. I'm going to share that a bit more clearly. There's also been some concerns around a recent contest, and we've looked into that extensively. We've listened to the community. We've realized that their concerns are valid, and we're trying to navigate how to deal with that. So I will mention that a bit as well. So I will get to that toward the end. I do want to continue the momentum, but before I do, Zero Cool, Xiao, I'd love to have you guys jump in. I know you've been around a lot of communities, guys. You've seen a lot of NFT communities. You've seen a lot of meme coin communities. You've been around a lot of events and a lot of hype and a lot of stuff. I'm on day 24 of a water fast, and I'm a little sick. So, my energy is not peak Ian energy at this present moment. Nevertheless, I think the two of you guys are getting a pretty good understanding of what the heart is that we have as leaders to empower people to run their own thing on our community's behalf in a decentralized way. So before Nettie and Carl jump in, I just would love to take a moment to hear any thoughts, Zero Cool, Xiao, that you guys have, or if you have any questions for PK, Raman, or the other two upcoming house leaders. So if the two of you could unmute and share one after the other, I'd really appreciate it. Xiao, you have your hand raised, so why don't you go first?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for having us here as a partner with KIKI. It's been really impactful, whether it's learning from Aid Ventures, whether it's just seeing it on a timeline. But most importantly for us, at Mycelium, what I love about what you guys are doing and we love what we're doing together is KIKI is an IP. And that's literally, there's two things, whether it comes from East Denver when you come from Bangkok and even Web3, the Hong Kong Web3 Festival. IP is probably one of the most prolific things that is being promoted. It's the meta right now, and you guys are doing it so well because it's entrenched within culture, right? Hermetic value is not a big part of what you see in today's youth. And what I love really is the ethos too, right? Like so many people during this market have really kind of pushed like all these different metas, all these kind of like hype and sensationalism. But the reality is when you have a market like this, you kind of see who's the real builders, who's building behind us, and who's really growing. I'm part of so many different communities because I really believe in why we're still here today, right? You can come in when the market's high, you can make some money, but the reality is community is everything in Web3, and you guys do that in spades. The fact that there are 4 houses, the fact that there's representation across the globe, in Asia, in Southeast Asia, shows, a real unifying factor, which is culture. And it's what KIKI stands for, right? It's not only just this cute cat, but it proliferates itself in the IP, whether it's in Born in Hungry, at Wellies, in the games that you guys are building. There's so much stuff that's going on that's helping push and drive additional revenue streams that's not driven just based off of token price, right? It's unfortunate that sometimes when you have a token to empower and provide governance and give value to the people here in Web3, that they fixate on a floor price. And there's been up and downs, and there will be another green candle, right? We're going to make Todor happier than happy when KIKI and the community represents and stands up and just, hold. What I'll tell you is I actually learned this really funny, and that's why I love about having so many people from the Asian audience, is we all understand the salty mother-in-law, right? And the thing about the salty mother-in-law, we complain about prices, we complain about things, we're super engaged, we are the super fan community, right? But at the end, we're going to pick apart things because we believe, we are so delusional about what KIKI stands for, that price be damned, because we're still here every day. And what the best part is that we hold. We hold, we believe, and we know that the things that are being done, whether it's the 4 houses, whether it's the 3 leaders, there's so much sustainability in terms of the evergreen component of what is being built. This is not a 1-year, 5-year plan. This is a forever plan, because when you have something like a beautiful IP like KIKI, it really shows you, right? Like, you don't rug IP because, dude, it's everything. It's part of what the community stands for. And for me, even part of I've met Gerald Cool, and we talked about Jerasan and what they've done, how long their community and how long they've stood for things. Now I'm part of the Jerasan community as well. And for me, I love everything that's going on because they're doing the same things. They're building all these different verticals, all these different platforms to help show and proliferate what PG and Project Jerasan stands for, right? So for me, I love being here. You guys are phenomenal. My CLM is happy to build. What we do, obviously, we're about user-generated content, remixing, and you can go to our platform to actually, as we joke about, right? Nigel always says, you gotta earn your bag. And utilizing our platform, you can take KIKI and you can create memes and just show the value of how this IP means to you in a way that most people do. And you can do all this on chain. And if you're able to micro-license, if you're able to kind of push the narrative of how this space grows, we're not just taking KIKI to one level, we're taking it to so many different levels. And my favorite part of all of that is really tying in the value of, connecting people in a wider audience outside of just the crypto timeline. And I think that's the biggest part is bringing in people from all walks of life. You can be proud to be KIKI because you can tell your mom, you can tell your mother, you can tell all your friends, the family, everyone, because what's not to love about KIKI and everything that you guys have done. So I know I'm kind of my soapbox, but I really believe it. I'm very passionate, right? And that's the beautiful part about this community is the passion is through the charts. It's green candles everywhere when it comes to passion and community.
I so appreciate that. Zero Cool, would you like to jump in and share any thoughts as well?
Damn, man. Chow, what are you trying to do to me here, man? You just kind of just drop a banger, just like the preacher known as Ian just drops a banger. It's hard to follow it up. But what I wanted to talk a little bit about is the fact that within Web3, I think one of the coolest things is empowering your community. And when you do the 4 leaders, you're not only empowering your community, but you're also creating and giving them real life skills, coming up and talking about not being able to speak, public speaking. And I hear these people and they actually can talk and they actually can do it. And that's a very difficult skill. And I think that empowering people within your Web3 project, whether it be an NFT project or a meme coin, is like one of the coolest things. And the fact that you guys are doing that, I think is a really, really, really good look. And it just shows like how much the team actually cares. And that's something that I've learned along a lot of communities that I've been a part of, such as like PG. A lot of the people from PG that are working for the project came from the community. I became the communications guy, and I was just a carpenter before Web3. And I came in there, and you give people a chance, and people can really do some amazing things. And I just see so much good in what you guys are doing there. And the fact, like, Shao was saying, was, Kiki's a meme that like everybody can enjoy. It's not like some pigeonhole to gamers or it's some inappropriate thing. It's like you can share it with your grandmother and you can feel okay about it. And you can blast it everywhere. I mean, there's some memes that just live on forever. Like Kiki is one of those. You talk about these Giphy numbers of billions of views, and you type in something cat into a Giphy, and then Kiki's popping up, but you're not even like typing Kiki. And that kind of stuff is really powerful, and it's just absolutely amazing what you guys have been pushing, and having the your frontline warriors that are the house leaders and all these people that are on the stage right now and in the audience that are just out here pushing the Kiki gospel. And it's an amazing gospel, and it's something that we all want to be behind. I remember talking with Shao and Grim, together. We were just saying how much we love the Kiki vibe and the Kiki energy and everything that's come from it, and the team bleeding into the community and all of that. It's just such an amazing thing. And Web3 really enables like the light to be shined on so many different amazing aspects, and just these community growing. It's just amazing stuff worldwide. We're not talking about some certain region. People all over the world are enjoying and loving and appreciating the Kiki, like, glory and beauty. And it's just amazing. And I've just had such a great time just being a part of it, talking with you guys, listening to the community leaders. It's just so awesome.
Thank you so much. What an encouraging thing that you shared. Raman shared about one of the members of the House of Missionaries that got a massive Kiki tattoo, and you raised your hand to come on stage, so I brought you on. Love for you to unmute yourself and share your experience working with Raman and the House of Missionaries before we move on to the House of Price Action. Are you available to unmute yourself and share for a moment?
Yo, Ian, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Welcome to the stage.
Yo, guys. Hey, thanks so much for the stage. I appreciate Ramen for giving me this opportunity to talk with y'all. Hey, Ian, I mean, I'm worried. I mean, you're kind of sick right now. I know. Just please be careful.
I'm under medical supervision.
Yo, man, I mean, water fast for 40 days? Like, come on. Like,
that's almost as crazy as getting a Kiki tattoo on your entire leg.
No,
that is something that no one will ever be able to take away from you, man. You got the first Kiki tattoo ever. Now it can be all sorts of guys putting tattoos on themselves and all that stuff, but you are the one that did the first Kiki tattoo, bro. This is fucking legendary. This gives you a legendary status, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the way that Kiki could incorporate with the art itself, and I love to be the first, of course. And I do have a lot of tattoos all over my body as well, so it's not like the entire leg, but that's the plan. Okay, so well, yeah, I've been holding Kiki since December. January, that I've been involved with this. I mean, I just recently been active with the community like couple months or like 3 months ago, not a couple months ago, yeah. And I just wanted to share something with y'all. So I know that everyone is having a hard time, right, but with the price action and all that. But if you guys just simply just try to see what's being built on the entire ecosystem of what we are doing right now. The IP world, the IP that we got from Kiki, it's enormous. Um, there's so much possibility that we could do. We can do Funkos out from it because we own it. Who the hell will gonna stop us, right? So I think that's just something that one thing that we could expect in the future. So it's also I also highly suggest that if people right here are listening and haven't watched Dumb Money yet, Dumb Money is really something that can empower or motivate you on hodling. I recently watched that like a couple months ago. Um, it's a story, a true story about Dumb Money, which is the retail and the versus the what do you call this, the big whales right out there, the hedge companies, right? If you guys watch that, that's really something that could motivate you, and that's just all that I can say. Um, anyways, guys, yeah, my name is Shin. I'm one of the evangelists from Kiki Missionaries House. So I'm now looking to get paid. I'm now looking to to do all that. I just wanted to express myself and also um, to have this community empower. That's all for me.
Yo,
Thank you so
where
much.
are you from, Shin? Sorry, and I just wanted to get a little bit more from him, man. Like, where are you from? Where are you based?
Oh, I'm from the Philippines, actually.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
sound like you're from the Midwest, bro. Like you're like sounds like you got a horse ranch somewhere around Texas. It's
no,
crazy.
no, no.
He
I
sounds
mean,
like a real host.
Yeah.
yeah, I do event host, wedding host, kind of things with, in real
Nice.
life. So yeah, I guess that's because of that. And also, I'm a freelancer. I'm currently at work right now. That's why I'm trying to like make it short.
All right, man. Thanks for sharing everything, and I can't wait to meet you in person once I'm in the Philippines. It'll be a great time. I can't wait to see that tattoo. Uh, you've stolen it from me, man. I've got tattoos all over. I was thinking of getting a Kiki tattoo. You've stolen the first Kiki tattoo. It's always gonna be you. It's never gonna be me, man. So yeah, good
I
one.
got you.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks. Go ahead, Ian.
So Nettie, why don't you get ready to jump in? I'll say one other thing. Um, you know, let's not forget that billions of Catholics, Christians, and mythics follow in the way of Jesus. How did that start? It started with a dozen homeless dudes traveling around and sharing the good news of this new kingdom. That led to thousands, and then the thousands scattered when Jesus was murdered. It said that Jesus rose from the dead and lived amongst men as a God man for 40 days, and then he left. He told people to go disciple nations. He didn't tell people to go disciple people. He didn't say, I'm leaving and now you're empowered to disciple your neighbor and your barber. No, disciple nations. And I think this is important to understand the mentality that is required to transform the world's culture, to bring something that is a community that is significant and to bring it across the world and the globe. There's a reason why I represent America, Todor, Europe, James, Asia. There's a reason why we are decentralizing on purpose and empowering other people. And, Shin having the first tattoo might be the first of millions of tattoos of Kiki. Why? Because we just happen to be here first. We are like the 12 disciples today of Kiki. And eventually we will see the fruitfulness of our faithfulness. And so I think this is very important to understand as we transition from the conversation around the House of Missionaries. Let me introduce Nettie. Nettie leads the House of Blue. This is the entrepreneurs, primarily the traders, the chart watchers, the analysts, those that are helping us understand what's happening and how we can adjust the sails to be more effective. Nettie, we'd love for you to unmute yourself and come up and share with us for a moment.
안녕하세요. 잘 들리시나요? All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
네, 안녕하세요. 블루하우스의 리더를 맡고 있는 네디입니다.
Hello, my name is Nedi, which is the leader of the Blue House.
블루하우스는 키키 프로젝트의 다양한 비즈니스와 생태계 확장을 위한 리서치와 제안 활동을 중심으로 움직이는 집단입니다.
Blue House is a group that focuses on the research and proposal activities aimed at expanding the various businesses and ecosystem of the KIKI project.
또한 키키 토큰의 가격의 움직임을 분석하고 인사이트를 담은 리서치 자료를 X에 정기적으로 업로드하여 프로젝트에 대한 이해와 관심도를 높이는 데 기여하고 있습니다.
Also, we analyze the price movements of the KIKI token and regularly upload the research materials with the insights to the X platform right now, contributing to increasing the understanding and the interest in about the KIKI projects to the other people.
블루하우스는 단순한 리서치 그룹이 아닌 키키 프로젝트가 1빌리언 마켓캡을 달성하는 여정을 함께 설계하고 실행하는 전략적 파트너입니다.
So we are actually the strategic partner. Also, not just a research group. The Blue House is actually the strategic partner for the KIKI project, which is for the design and execute for the journey to achieve the 1 billion market cap for the KIKI.
우리는 키키가 단기적인 트렌드가 아닌 웹3 생태계 안에서 실질적인 유저 경험과 지속 가능한 경제 구조를 만들어갈 수 있는 프로젝트라고 확신하고 있습니다.
We are very confident that KIKI is a project that can create the meaningful user experiences and also for the sustainable economic structures within the Web3 ecosystem, not just a short-term trend.
키키가 지향하는 참여 기반 보상 시스템은 기존의 단방향적인 토큰 이코노미를 넘어 실제 사용성과 참여 요인을 모두 충족시키는 구조로 설계되어 있으며 이는 중장기적인 홀더 유입과 생태계의 자연스러운 확장을 가능하게 합니다.
The design the reward system based on the participation, which is the KIKI aims for, is the design to go beyond the traditional one-way token economy, meaning both usability and engagement incentives. This structure actually enables long-term holder influx and also the natural expansion of the ecosystem and also for the brand too.
우리는 키키가 단순한 토큰을 넘어 새로운 디지털 가치를 설계하는 브랜드로 자리매김할 수 있다고 믿습니다.
We believe that KIKI can establish itself as a brand that designs the new value of the digital assets.
1빌리언 마켓캡은 숫자 그 이상의 의미를 의미하며 이는 커뮤니티가 중심이 되는 미래형 웹3 경제 모델이 실행 가능하다는 강력한 증거가 될 것입니다.
Beyond just being a token, a 1 billion market cap actually means about beyond the numbers, and it will serve as a powerful proof that this model, actually the community oriented and the future based future oriented Web3 economic model is actually achievable and also for sustainable.
이상입니다.
That's it for my introduction and also for the Blue House.
I just want to thank you for translating for us. And, you know, I always honor people's native tongues. I've done over 1,000 interviews of AI and Web3 leaders over the last 7 years. And I've probably had a few dozen times where I asked them to kind of end our interview speaking in their native tongue, not just because they need to, but because I like it when people can communicate in the language that means most to them. So thank you, Nedi, for bringing someone to translate, and thank you for coming in and translating. Due to the time, I would like to move on to the House of Creatives, and if we can swing back to the price action, we will. The last thing I'll say on the price action is KIKI is going to be a multi-billion-dollar IP universe with or without the meme coin. But it's very reasonable to expect our meme coin to be one of the largest tokenized communities with one of the highest market caps in the entire world. If you compare KIKI today to what many other meme coins have in terms of tangible expectation, it's pretty far apart. We've released the first of 15 video games. We have major licensing deals, major merch deals, major fast food restaurant collaborations, deals with K-pop bands. Like, it goes on and on and on. Therefore, we anticipate the market cap to catch up. To my Filipino friends, today, if you or your friends or family acquire 4,000 Filipino pesos in KIKI, and if and when we hit and exceed $1 billion market cap valuation, your 4,000 peso investment today, if you hold it till that time, is a million peso investment. So for 69 American dollars, you can be a Filipino millionaire if we are right about the trajectory that we're going. Obviously not financial advice, just my encouragement to open your mind and try to think, what does it mean that we are determined to have a 25,000% return from the current price marker that we're at? Let's move on to Carl, our leader of the House of Creatives. The House of Yellow. This is the creatives, the devs, the designers, and the content creators led by our friend and consistent community member, Carl. Carl, I'd love for you to unmute yourself and introduce yourself to everyone here. Well, Carl, I see the mute button off and on. I don't personally hear you. We'll give it another moment, see if you're able to be heard. Okay, Carl, feel free to unmute and interrupt me at any time. I mentioned a couple of things that I would share toward the end of our time together. So let me just get to that, and hopefully Carl can interrupt me and jump in and share. It looks like you just jumped off stage, so jump back on stage. Let me approve your request. Let's see if this makes a difference. Carl, are you there with us now? Let's give Carl one more moment before I jump in. Okay, Carl, you're a speaker now. You want to try to unmute yourself and see if we can make this thing rock and roll.
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Go ahead. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I am Carl Arts, and I think this is the fifth time everyone have seen me in an AMA, and I'm so happy to be here with the other houses and the other KIKI team. And before I start with, my notes, I just want to say that, I started out as a community member, just having fun, contributing, and now I am here in the position where I will help out and lead KIKI to where it wants to be. So to the members out there, to the community out there, me standing in your position before, I just want to let you know that we value the KIKI community immensely, and your input is really integral to many directions, especially the creative direction. The House of Creatives is exploring ways to incorporate your ideas, potentially through like submissions process or community voting for future designs. And if you ask me what is the integral role of the House of Creative to the other houses, it plays a pivotal role within the KIKI ecosystem because it serves as a foundation for enhancing community engagement and reinforcing our brand identity. So our designs complement the strengths of other houses, such as with the Price Action, the House of Missionaries, the House of Army. So I would like to welcome your perspective on how creativity impacts your involvement with KIKI. So, not much time left, but I would like to also highlight on our effort on what the KIKI Yellow House is making right now. And our effort includes the creation of the KIKI meme maker and dresser, this innovative tool that can help the community design and to empower to create, you know, Kiki with how you envision it to be. So these tools will be user friendly and will be inspired by your feedback, allowing you to express your creativity in fun and shareable ways. And if you want more insights, would like you to know that I am working on the background and I'm talking to peers that a lot more experienced than me with these certain things. And I just want you to know that exciting things are about to come. And I hope that you're ready for the ride that I'm about to take you in.
We're ready, Carl, and we trust you. You've done incredible work as a creative designer. I think that you've been a wonderful, compliment to Todor and his team. Based on our limited time, I do need to share a couple things with everybody. So the first I need to share is there was an issue with a Zeely contest, and it came to our awareness privately first that there was an issue, and then it was publicly addressed. And I requested about a day ago for the community to calm down, give us some time. It's really important that people are patient with us. Just so people know, being frustrated on X and expressing frustration doesn't help anything, especially when it gets into attacking or slandering leaders. When people on X, they're part of the community, start to say things like, oh, the leaders aren't trustworthy based off your emotional state, not a wise decision. Because all that you're doing is you're alienating yourself from us and causing us to look at you and say, oh, this person is quick to take shots. They're not quick to listen. So first of all, let me say, if there's an issue, we hear you. We're going to deal with it. We're going to investigate it, and we're going to get back to you when we're ready to, when it's the appropriate time. So there is an issue with the Zeely campaign, and there is a reason to be concerned, and we are dealing with it. It's a little bit complicated. It has nothing to do with any of the leaders. No one on the KIKI team has done anything unethical. We know exactly what's happened and who did what happened, and we're trying to deal with that person independently first before we decide to take it public. I think we gave them like a timeline where they have to make a final decision by the end of today, Wednesday in Asia. So expect to hear from us on that very soon. The second thing is there's been a lot of requests for Todor and I to share our wallet addresses along with James and Kokoro. Now, as many of you in the community know, Kokoro has been privately, with his own money, buying up KIKI tokens. He's almost acquired 50 million KIKI tokens, or a 5% allocation of our tokens, which is a massive financial investment for him. And in addition, James has always had a public wallet. What the community needs to understand is that Todor and I never had a conversation about having a public wallet. The thought of us making our wallet public today, when we've used it in a private way for the last 3 months, regardless of the decisions that we've made or how many tokens we continue to buy, is not something that we had ever intended to do. And the community saying that it's important to you doesn't mean it's important to us. And this is something that the community needs to understand. You do not determine our decisions. You influence our decisions. And so you give us your input, you give us your advice, you tell us what's important to you. We listen to you. Like, we're sensitive, we're empathetic, but we're still going to make the decision that's best for us. So now I try to explain that I've personally given away millions of tokens to several dozen wallets, many of whom are very, very powerful people in the blockchain industry. I mentioned I've interviewed over 1,000 people, so I have all these relationships. So I'll send a big group of tokens to a friend and say, hey, I'd love for you to participate in our community. Many of these people, not a lot, but a small percentage, dump the tokens I sent them. They're like, oh, free money. They dump the tokens. the thought of exposing them is not something I want to do. That's one reason that I don't feel like sharing my wallet is something I'm leaning into. I'm going to share a really gross analogy with the community right now, and I want everyone to listen to this because I think we often forget about how private money is. It's more private than sex, which is more private than religion and politics. There's nothing that is more private to a human than how they deal with their money, the amount they make, the amount they save, the amount they spend. It's a private thing. So when the community says to me, we need you and Todor to share your public wallet address, that'll make us comfortable. I think to myself, do you tell your mom and dad you want to go in their bedroom, watch them have sex so that you can feel comfortable they really love each other? I know that's gross. I realize that's gross, but I'm trying to make a point. And the point is, when you look at your parents, you know they love each other by the way they act. You know they love each other by the way they serve one another, by the way they speak to one another, by the way they care for one another. That's how you know they love each other. You don't need to go into the private chamber of their bedroom and watch them wrestle in the bed. You don't need to do that. And you don't need to see Todor in my public wallet, our wallet address, if we've determined that that was not something that we chose to do. You can watch our actions day by day, week by week, and know our commitment to this organization. And you can take our word for it or not. One of the comments was, "Oh, I'm sorry I hurt your pride." I didn't really think of it as pride. I just think of it as privacy. Privacy and and trying to protect other people is not pride. It's just a stand that I take. So I wanted to be clear about this. Now I know the majority of people that maybe had this concern aren't even listening, but I will probably take what I just said and cut up the portion and post this because people need to understand that just because you push for something, just because you say this is important, my other response is if it's so important to you, then you share your public wallet address and you be the example that you're looking for us to be. You buy the KIKI tokens. You show the community that you're somebody that can be counted on. Stop demanding that other people do what maybe your specific calling is. Don't tell me I got to do something that's important to you. You do what's important to you. You step up for the community and you make it happen. You get me? You listening? Even if not live, are you hearing me if you see this later? I hope you are. And I hope those that are really pushy about their specific demands upon leaders start to recognize that it's probably better to go look in the mirror and say, how can I provide to the community what I'm asking for? And if you demand that we keep buying tokens, which we do, and that we make our wallet public, which we've chosen not to up to this point, why don't you keep buying tokens and make your wallet public? And you can do the thing that's so important to you. So some people may not like the way I just communicated. That's okay. That's why I'm only one of many leaders. I don't have to please everybody. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to build a multi-billion-dollar IP universe. I'm a strong leader. I stand my ground. This is one of the things that benefit all of you, is that I won't be moved by the voices in the world. I will do my best to respond. I will do my best to be sensitive, empathetic, and kind and gracious. But when it comes down to it, if you push me too hard, I'll stand up and I'll use gross analogies to try to make a point to you. So that's where I stand on that. You can expect to hear more on the Zealy thing very soon. As we wrap up, I know we're a bit over time. Sorry about that. We will be doing our KIKI Corners every Wednesday. I will continue to broadcast these to my personal YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook pages. We will likely start to broadcast these on other channels. I'd love to continue to bring in our 4 house leaders to be a part of these, even if we have other people. Like maybe next week we end up focusing more on our other partners like Zero Cool, Xiao, and others. But for now, this was a wonderful time. I'm so very grateful for what we created today. I'd love for anybody to jump on and say something. James has his hand raised. Todor has his hand raised. So please, why don't you guys share? And when it feels like it's time to wrap, we'll play the music and shut it down. So James, go ahead. Or Todor, go ahead, please.
I was
Todor,
just
go
gonna,
ahead.
yeah, just very quick. in echoing what Ian said about the wallets. I feel like I never felt as though the request was made towards me, but now that it's already been mentioned, I'm here to answer for myself as well. I don't have multiple wallets. I'm not one of these crazy crypto guys that has a wallet for everything. I have only one crypto wallet, and as I'm out here with my face and everything else, I don't feel in a good position to share that with the whole world right now, because this is a wallet where I not only hold Kiki, but it holds everything that I've been accumulating and doing through the years. I get payments in there through different contracts and transactions. I don't believe that this should be made public, the same as you're not flashing your bank accounts all over the internet saying this is what I received, this is what I send out, this is what I paid for this and paid for that. So if I had if I had anticipated this, in order to fulfill your need to know that I'm not selling Kiki tokens, I would have made a separate wallet whenever the timing was right. Put my tokens in there and had it for you to put up in display so you guys can be feeling great about me not doing anything like this. But for now, I stand with Ian. You're going to have to trust us on this one. I can, solemnly swear that I have not sold a single Kiki token ever in my whole entire life up to this point, nor will I until it becomes to a point where we're all fulfilled with the price. I'm not going to be one of the people driving the price action down. If anything, I will be driving the price action up. So have some respect of our privacy. I've tried to explain my standpoint. Ian has tried to explain his. So thank you for everything. And James, take it away, man.
All right. First of all, I would like to acknowledge, guys, just so you know, we have 670 plus viewers currently in this kind of situation. That is something we are very, very proud of. That is something that we all should be proud of. And just to tell you, one thing that I'm really proud with our space right now, in our live right now, none of these are botted. Everything is real. Organic viewers, legit viewers. That means every single viewer, 679 viewers, is real. And I would also would like to take this opportunity to thank you guys with your support. Although like the market has been like washing everybody out of the scene, but guys, there's no such other meme coins out there has the guts, has the balls to host a space, host live in this current market situation. And here we are 600 plus here. So yeah, I think before we end, I would like to like just tell one thing coming from a perspective of, let's say, I'll use my trader's mask. So aside from the Kiki CMO, um, Kiki right now is in one of the best levels. I did some like degen technical analysis this afternoon. Not just Kiki, but like most of the blue chips and other meme coins out there. And everybody, or like most of the tokens right now, are actually back at 2023 prices. We are actually, for let's say for BTC, we're actually at the all-time high of 2020, like last bull run, I think 2021. Um, we are in a very crucial. We are actually in the level where this will probably hold as a support. Coming from my like expertise as a technical analyst and a futures trader, um the moment that like most of the people out there, the reason why there's not much volume right now, most of the people, which I cannot blame them, are holding into their capitals. They're not deploying yet, which is actually, if you really understand how opportunities work, this is actually the best opportunity. This is the maximum optimal opportunity you can have right now. While they are still waiting, they are still scared. The moment the market confirms the reversal, everybody will be putting in money. But the good thing is you're already first. And Kiki is in one of the most best optimal position. Not just that, risk to reward ratio is like just tremendously like apart. Like there's nothing actually almost you can lose. Actually, like again, what Ian said, investing 4,000 pesos can make you a millionaire. And just like maybe what can happen the next 36 days. But yeah, I'm expecting, what's really happening. At the end of the day, we're just being shaken by the whales and the powerful people in the world. They're just doing this in order for them to capture your positions. So guys, just be brave. Always remember, scared money will not make you money. Coming from a trader's perspective. So yeah, I'll keep holding. Same goes with Todor. Same goes with Ian. I have never sold any single Kiki. My wallet address is publicized since January. Ever since the hack incident, it was publicized. Even the community was the one to notice that my wallet was hacked that time. And until now, my wallet is being publicized, and I'm not single any until we reach $1 billion market cap. So that's all. Thank you so much. Let's go.
The last thing I want to say is when we say we won't sell until we hit $1 billion market cap, doesn't mean that we will. $1 billion market cap is not our only goal. And when we say we won't sell until we hit $1 billion market cap, that's because at that point, one person selling off 1%, 5%, 10% of their tokens will make no negative impact on the project. So what we're really saying is we anticipate exceeding $1 billion market cap. And when we hit that initial metric, we know that if we choose to extract some capital out of it, it won't make a negative impact. That's what we're specifically saying. Everyone that's listening live or listens to this later, you can believe me, you can believe us or not. What you should do is watch us. Watch what we do, and you will see our faithfulness. We will continue to have integrity and to be noble and to be savage and ambitious and driven and unstoppable. We're bringing everything to the table, and we will be successful. And we hope that all of you will join us for this ride. And we thank all of you for your attention. Until next time, we'll be back next week at the exact same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. for many of you in Asia. Thank you for joining us so late. Have a very happy day. I'll see you soon.
See you soon, guys. It's been great.
Thank you.